Hey guys, let's get ready for a great night of Buccaneer football. And what's cooking in the South? I am excited about this. We got all kinds of big news from Champ Camp. Let's get to it. Hey everybody, welcome to What's Cooking in the South. I'm your host, Rick Hughes. Let's have a whole lot of fun talking Buccaneer football tonight. I'm excited about there's so much stuff coming out of Champ Camp. I'm excited about this. That's kind of what I like to call it, Champ Camp. First of all, let's get into a little bit of food for thought. All right. What I want to talk about, first of all, is Coach Bruce Arians had he had just a little bit to say today to the media. Apparently, Rick Florio of NBC Sports, the NBC Sports Talk app, NFL Talk, he had mentioned about the Buccaneers and the players having to wear red armbands if you're vaccinated, yellow ones if you're not, I believe, or the other way around. I don't know, one way or the other, that they were having to do that on the field. And he wrote an article about this, and people were contacting BA about it and about how the NFL may be fined for this and blah, blah, blah. And Bruce Arians didn't mince words in his reply. He said, one thing before we get started. If I give you some information, at least know the effing rules before you out it in the press. Red and yellow bands. They don't have to wear them at practice. That's for indoors. I got blank. I heard that we should be fined for red and yellow bands because they got them on in practice. And that's BS. You going to report that crap? Make sure you're effing right. Now, I definitely had to change some words there. Okay, that was not an exact quote. We kept it family friendly. Bottom line, Arians was mad. You going to report crap? Make sure it's effing right. That's Arians' reply and response to what happened. Arians was not happy because the red armbands, yellow armbands, that's all for when they're inside in the building to identify who is who, blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't care about whether you think that's right or wrong or et cetera, but it's not against the rules. There's no issues with it. And what was reported was incorrect. And apparently Arians was hearing from people that they might get fined, et cetera, et cetera. Look, this whole thing is a mess. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's getting involved. And the biggest issue is this: sloppy media misreporting on all sides is a big problem. Everybody's got an agenda. Everybody's trying to get views. Everybody's trying to get talked about. And that's a problem. Okay, when we're trying to get some very critical information out there. So, you know what? I think it's interesting. This is more a conversation about the media. That's really what I want to talk about. It's not about Bruce Arians and what he said today. It's more about the subject he was talking about and misreporting and all of the problems that get involved. Tom Brady himself, when Tom Brady says he lies all the time to the media, why do you suppose he's saying that? He tells the media flat out, I don't tell you the truth. But the media has no problem printing what was said. No second thoughts about printing what was said. No, let's take a beat. Let's try to confirm what Brady said. Let's try to corroborate, get another source, etc. Instead, it's just run with it, hurry up. We've got 30 seconds to get this out there on our social media pages, and you end up with a mess. One thing I want to say that's pretty cool about Bucs Report is how Bucs Report has been so adamant behind the scenes. I can tell you behind the scenes how flat out anal leadership is here about making sure we get it right before we go live. I think that's pretty interesting that the media is that Bucs Report is that careful. Why in the heck isn't NBC Sports? Why in the heck is Rick Florio not more careful? It's worth asking. I think it's a fair question to ask. Let's get on to football. Let's talk football, guys. I want to talk some football because it's time. Hallelujah. It's time for football. Okay, we got all kinds of good stuff to talk about. Running back battles. Apparently, the running backs are all performing well in camp. They're all catching their passes. There's quite a battle. And while Giovanni Bernard is getting the reps with the ones, Keyshawn Vaughn is getting the reps with the twos. That's a bit of news. That I'm not saying read too much into that. I'm just saying that's interesting that Keyshawn Vaughn is getting that much work. Now, it could be that they're just making sure what they do or don't have. It could be anything. But the fact that those two guys are getting that much work. And apparently they run a drill where they get close to the goal line. They're on the 9-yard line and have 9 seconds to score. And Giovanni Bernard is the guy they had on the field for that. Apparently, Giovanni Bernard is showing out in Bucs practice, and apparently he's doing well. And he's not the only one. Jalen Darden apparently is quite an eyebrow raiser in camp. He's making waves, guys. He's making waves, and that to me, I think that's awesome to know that the young rookie is making waves. That's a pretty cool thing, to know that here's a guy that the Bucs. There's no other way to word this. Super Bowl champs. These pieces that they're adding are depth pieces, right? Maybe they're going to get a little more work than we think. Maybe Joe Tryon. They're apparently really seeing what they have in him, and they're giving him a lot of work in camp. So maybe they're seeing maybe we'll be seeing a little more of him than we think this year. And all of that, I think, is exciting news because this is going to be a long year. It's a war of attrition. There's injuries. You need to know what you have. These guys need to come in and be prepared. Look, are you worried about whether or not JPP can do his job? Of course not. JPP is fully ready. He's good to go. Non-issue. Are you worried about Ndamukong Suh doing his job? Of course not. You worried about Shaq Barrett doing his job? Of course not. So what are they doing? They're putting some of these guys out there that need the work. And that, to me, it shows a commitment to, number one, the future, but it shows a commitment to making sure we're not resting on our laurels. And that's kind of important right now, wouldn't you say? That the Bucs are not just sitting back and saying, all right, we're Super Bowl champs. We don't need to get better. Because if you're not getting better, teams are catching up to you. And that's what I think has me most excited is the fact that, yeah, man, yeah, this dude's ready. I mean, this team is ready. This team is coming out firing on all cylinders. We're adding key pieces that are performing well in practice. How fun is that? I'm excited about it. Get better? Really? I mean, wow. Let's bring the miscreants in. Let's get a couple of these miscreants in here. Matt Colson and Teresa, the miscreant herself. How we doing, guys?
We're doing good. Now that we finally got I guess we got the motor primed and everything's working correctly.
Everybody all the
IT bills.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Facebook yelled at us and said, well, we got a warning message saying that Facebook was not working to try again.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was messed up. But, oh, well, whatever. We're here now. We're good to go. No sense looking back. What do you guys think about everything you're hearing coming out of camp? Is there anything that's got your attention? Matt, you go first.
Well, you took all my thunder when you explained why they're putting the rookies in and giving them a lot of time, because the veterans don't need to be beaten up on.
Yeah.
So we give them a little bit of a rest. And get, like you said, you see what you get in the packages that you bought, and that way you know what to do at the end of the process, and you have a good idea of what everything is. Which with this team is, well, I don't know if it's unique anymore, but with the amount of coaching and everything that they have available to them, I think we get the most thorough review of everybody we draft across the board. And there's no mystery anymore. You're not going to hear about a lot of Buccaneers that we let go and then they turn into all-pro somewhere else.
How cool is that?
I can't believe I just said it.
I know. That's so different than the past. I mean, it is. It's so different than the past. And, I mean, they're finding the guys, the diamonds in the rough. They're finding the guys in the back that haven't been such a big deal. You know, the guys that get lost in the shuffle. And these guys are becoming something key parts of this team. These guys are becoming, a component of this team. Players that you're like, I don't really have high expectations for this guy. Well, they get the work and they get development, and that's the key. Is they're getting development. Let's bring Stephen Glasker in. Hey, my friend, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
Good. Now I feel good. It's like the whole family is here.
Awesome.
Yeah, I miss Johnny, but Johnny's highfalutin big deal now with his own show and all. Whether Johnny can find time to come visit with us peons,
He's out in chat.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, Stephen. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Good to see you.
Thanks.
You too. Leave it in the lobby.
Whatever. Talked to a couple of people that have been at day 1 and day 2. And they said they are so much more excited than they were this time last year.
Oh yeah.
They said it's like an electricity going through the people that are attending.
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go to someone who's been to day 1, day 2, and day 3.
What's up, everybody? It's Evan Winter coming at you from day 3 of Bucs training camp. It was another brutally hot day, so hot that Bruce Arians even took the team inside for about 5 minutes while Jose Borealis did some kicking drills. But that didn't stop Tyler Johnson and Antoine Winfield Jr. from returning to the practice field. Antonio Brown was there on time today. And overall, the Bucs defense looked absolutely great. The pass rush was getting home. The secondary was communicating. So a lot to like right there, obviously. As for the offense, the Bucs running backs looked really, really good, especially catching the ball, which we all know how big of a deal that is coming into the season. There is a huge, major competition going on at the tight end 4 spot right now between Tanner Hudson, Cody McElroy, and Jarrell Adams. All 3 have looked great so far during camp. And then to close everything off, it was an okay day of practice. Jalen Darden made some good plays again. Mike Evans did his thing. But obviously there's still a lot more to go as we press on through training camp. Y'all take it easy. Check out bucksreport.com, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
How cool was that?
That's nice.
The fact that Evan is there. I don't know if you guys are watching the daily Bucs Report update, but it's pretty awesome. I can't tell you how many days when I'm at work, everything's going on. I can't follow what's going on. And in like 3 minutes, you get your update on everything that you need to know. It's pretty cool with Evan out there.
I can tell you, today, Aaron Rodgers showed up at camp. That's all I heard about.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit.
Willow says the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, but first of all,
I mentioned something to Teresa.
What show are you on?
Ago.
Hold on. What show are you
What's
on? Come on,
cooking in
Matt.
the South?
What'd you have for dinner?
You're not going to believe it, but Raisin Bran. I just had cereal for dinner.
Why would I not believe that from you? One day you popped in with Pop-Tarts. Of course I'm going to believe it. Okay, Teresa, what'd you have for dinner?
Kielbasa and sauerkraut.
Oh, hallelujah. Now that's some food.
Nice.
Bring the Polish food in. You bring the Polish food in, and my heart just kind of completely Steven, what'd you have for dinner?
I had, believe it or not, I found a really cool, and I may have to incorporate this into the show at one point. I found a really cool Indian sweet shop called Bombay Sweets. And they have something called milk cake there, which is phenomenal. It's a sweet cake. But as far as other foods they serve, they have something called samosa, which is like a fried deal that has potatoes in it and vegetables. It was fantastic.
Steven, I have a task for you if you're willing to accept it.
Okay, what's up?
This Saturday, I'm going to, for What's Cooking in the South, I'm going to do a review of the new Popeyes chicken nuggets. All right? That's going to be on this Saturday show.
Okay.
Now, after this Saturday, I want you to pick up the ball, and I want you to be kind of our man on the streets, our reviewer out there on the streets. Anytime a new restaurant, like any fast food that comes out with a new sandwich or something like that, once a week, you're going to go there, film it, and do a quick review of whatever it is, just a minute or two.
Okay. All I heard was you want me to put my health at risk. And so, Teresa, just know that when I take the last few bites, I still love you, no matter what.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I'll be happy to. I just got to do whatever that guy used to do, the man versus food guy. And because that's a tough deal, bro. I'm going to be at one with the laxatives, I guess, at some point.
Yeah, I'm not looking for you to eat like rat or anything. I'm not looking for you to eat that stuff, although that would be awesome to show. I'm just looking. Listen, man, Burger King comes out with something new and cool or whatever, McDonald's, whatever the restaurant is. Like today for dinner, I went to a local place here. A local place called Mr. Charles Chicken.
I've heard of that.
Okay, I had this was nothing that exciting. It was it was homemade, home battered chicken fingers, French fries, which were very good actually. And the best part of the whole meal was the macaroni and cheese. It was phenomenal. It really was phenomenal.
It sounds really good, but as I've said before, the wild abandon with which you guys treat your arteries never ceases to amaze me.
Well, I usually listen. I lost 50 pounds. I usually behave. Not today. Not today.
Okay,
Not
sounds
today.
cool, man. I'm down for it. We can probably do something like that.
You're willing to accept the challenge.
I am.
Awesome. Misadora had cold pizza. Johnny Dean says he got kicked out of the family. Johnny, we just asked you to come back in to come in here. What the heck you mean you got kicked out of the family?
Yeah,
we told you to get your butt in here. Don't go standing out there whining and saying we kicked you out. This is all
got
you,
that
brother.
Regina wine going.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
That is not
true. That is not
Come
true.
on, brother. Come on. Hey. But anyway, what'd y'all have for dinner? Everybody pipe in with that? Okay. Willow had a steak burrito from Qdoba. Christopher Cole had KFC. Good stuff. Tim Witherspoon, cheesesteak from Jersey Mike's. Okay, am I the only person who thinks Jersey Mike's is wildly overrated? Is that
Yes.
only me?
No,
Their
I like
cheesesteak
Jersey
is
Mike's. I like
And
extremely
so does
expensive.
Johnny Dean. I'm like, eh.
I like
You
Jersey.
know.
I like Firehouse Subs more, but I like.
So do
Jersey
I. See that I like Firehouse Subs more. Absolutely. I think Firehouse. By the way, that's the only subs. I don't know if you guys know this that don't have nitrates, whatever it is, in it.
Really?
Yeah.
What do those do to
Wow.
you?
I don't know. They're bad for you. It's one of the many things. They kill you eventually.
They
Of
taste
course.
good.
You know what I think is funny? Our lifespans are longer, but they keep telling us how all our food is killing us. Well, explain that to me.
Yes. Yeah.
There's actually an ad running right now that says that most people live more of their life over 50.
Yes.
Mhm.
So if that's true, it's like Rick says. I mean,
Yes.
I'm eating at McDonald's, I'm eating at Burger King, I'm eating, wherever I can find
Wait.
a drive-through with a short line on
That
a lot of
tells you-
occasions.
Okay,
tells
that
you
doesn't
that's
make
the
any
other
sense
line.
that you live more of your life over 50. People are not living to an average more than an average of 100 years.
Well, apparently it's a pharmaceutical
No,
company
I
that's running
think
that ad.
I think what he means. I think what he means, Rich, is that we tend to enjoy more of our life because you tend to have a little bit more disposable income once you hit 50 plus, and so you can travel more, you can do more things.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Although I will say between the ages of 0 and whatever, when you don't have to worry about money or think about money, man, that's the living. The food shows up, the toys show up, the friends show up, the games show up. That's kind of a good part of life.
That's
I don't
awesome.
know.
That's an awesome.
Hey,
part of
we have a very special guest. We have Angry Bruce Arians in the house.
Right.
Nice.
How you doing, Angry Bruce Arians? Bruce Angrians.
Thank you for saying my name right, sir.
It just took me a
If you
second.
just read what's on the card, just read what's on the card.
Well, I don't think my name actually translates in English at all. Hey, are you on here telling fibs as a media member on there, Mr. Bruce Arians, sir? No?
Excuse me?
Are you telling lies about the Buccaneers and their wristbands?
No.
What are you talking about?
He's asking you a
The
question.
yellow and red wristbands.
Oh, you said Mr. Bruce Arians.
No, I'm asking, are you on here telling lies about Mr. Bruce Arians?
No, we clarified all of that about how
Awesome.
Mr. Bruce Arians went in and straightened out the media and how Rick Florio, I believe, is the one who put up an article basically saying that the Bucs had to wear, red or yellow wristbands depending on whether or not they were
Well, the big deal was they
vaccinated.
weren't wearing them outside the building. So
Well, first of all, Florio's a clown, so you need to never believe anything he says.
Correct.
I'm not a big fan of his. Secondly, to kind of piggyback on something Teresa said earlier about how hyped the fans are. I am, as you guys know, a YouTubeaholic, and I've watched the press conferences from the guys, the leaders who are playing in training camp, and Tristan Wirfs. One of the things that stuck out to me the most, which really made me feel great. He said at the ring ceremony, because they're like, well, it was like, with the whole process and everything. He said the thing I noticed most after the ring ceremony is how amped up everybody was to get back to work.
That's good.
Is huge. Because there's so much, it's so easy to go, oh, we did it, we made it, we're the kings of the castle. They're like, man, we got to get back to work. We got to get back out of this thing. We got to try and get this thing again. And they're all amped up to get back to work and work even harder to make it happen this year.
Yeah, that's it. You hear that, Mr. Florio, Mr. COVID Florio? You report that, brother.
And Johnny Dean is saying, Rick, please elaborate on Arian's comments a bit more specifically and in detail. Yeah, I think he's trying to get me to go ahead and read it verbatim, which I'm not going to do.
that would not be good.
And now he's telling me, Johnny, you're telling me to play that video. Believe me, it was discussed. I wanted to play the video, but because of copyright stuff, I'm not playing the video. I wanted to, though. And I would have, but yeah, it's we don't want to get in copyright trouble with the Facebook police, so we're not playing.
By the way, what show are we on tonight?
What's cooking in the South? What'd you eat for dinner?
Fish sticks.
What's wrong with that? That's beautiful.
Glad we went all Thanks for making sure I brought that up for that letdown.
No, it was I had fish sticks, macaroni and cheese, and well, okay, that's it. Fish sticks and macaroni and cheese.
What are you, 12? Are you 12
Right?
years old?
So we
What is that?
No, but
Single cup?
what I did was I ate a late lunch, and then I decided, well, we got to cook for the 11-year-old. I might as well eat some of that.
Well, I think what we need to do is also be honest here, dude. What was it you told me you were going to say when I asked you about dinner?
I was going to say I had fish, fillet of fish, hand battered, an egg wash, and French cut potatoes, and a nice cheese au gratin.
A gratin.
But it was actually Mrs. Paul's and Velveeta. So,
But isn't cheese au gratin redundant? Aren't you saying that twice?
yeah,
I thought it
twice.
was
Cheese with cheese? Wait a minute. What's wrong with that? I happen to be a fan of that.
Yes, I'm American.
Yes, cheese with cheese
Yeah,
is
baby.
fine with me. Cheese with
That's
cheese
right.
is just fine with me. Now, here's what I want everybody to do. I want everybody to vote in the comments on what sauce I need to eat at Popeyes with my nuggets. If you've been to Popeyes, I want to
There
know
you
what
go.
sauce I should eat.
With
I
your
think
because-
nuggets.
I am boring, yes. And on Saturday, I am going to review the new Popeyes chicken nuggets. And what I want to know is which sauce should I use? Because you ready for this, guys? I'm boring when it comes to sauce that I get at fast food places to go with chicken nuggets and things. I usually get it with no sauce because I want to taste the chicken and the breading. And all
The key
that
to
fun.
a good nugget is the breading to chicken ratio, which has to be heavily in favor of chicken, or else you're just really eating crunchy fried stuff.
Sort of,
Right.
Yeah.
because
Right.
I really love that crunchy fried stuff.
Right, but okay. Hey, popcorn chicken, you know what that is? Those are the stuff that fell off the nuggets when they made them. Just so you know, people.
Oh, wow.
It's the scrap pile from breast.
Tell me that's not 90% breading when you eat a popcorn chicken. Come on, man.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And does anybody here not like popcorn chicken?
I
Yeah,
prefer popcorn
especially
shrimp.
I mean, especially after a long night. Is that okay? Yeah, long night. There you go.
I love popcorn chicken, but
You know,
I love
I was-
breading. I love the breading.
I was
Oh, by
just
the way,
Is it
wondering.
hello,
KFC
Teresa.
side or somebody else's?
Hi, hello,
Wait,
Teresa.
what'd you?
Hey.
Well, can y'all do that on your private time? What were you saying,
Well,
Matt?
I didn't say hello to the people.
The popcorn chicken, is that the KFC or is it somebody else's?
Well, it could be from anywhere, but KFC has it. I actually
I
like
know.
KFC's popcorn chicken.
I can't eat that.
Hey.
It doesn't work well with me. But the Chick-fil-A is perfect.
Okay, so Chick-fil-A nuggets. Not a fan. I'm not a
You know
fan of
what?
Chick-fil-A, period.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm not the only one. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Stephen.
No,
Josh
you're
is
not
my-
the only one. I am not a fan of Chick-fil-A. I
Same.
love their service. I love the way that they treat people. I wish everybody would learn from that. But I am not a fan of Chick-fil-A. I don't like their breading. It's all like mushy. It's not even breading. It's not crispy at all. It's like they just coated it with some wet flour and crap. Sort of
It's
cooked
like,
it.
yeah, it's like chicken with a leather coat.
Yes. Not a fan of or not leather because it's not even hard to bite through. It's just this. It's like you took real chicken, like real fried chicken, and dipped it in water for a minute or two, pulled it out, and then said, "Here you go."
Wait, Ray. It's holy water. Come on now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's
Dipped
why
it
it
in
burns when I
holy
eat it.
water.
Wow.
That's why it burns when I eat it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, I'll do you one better. I'm even a bigger rebel. I don't get In-N-Out's appeal. I don't get the appeal.
I don't either.
Okay, no, you're not a bigger rebel because I don't either. In-N-Out, I don't like. Now, Whataburger's another story. Whataburger freaking rocks.
Yes,
Yes, they do.
love Whataburger.
You can eat in there for a
Yes.
month and not repeat the same sandwich.
Yeah.
Who else
Isn't
can you do
In-N-Out
that?
Burger just basically Checkers?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
I mean-
much.
I can't. Well, I don't know because everything is to me In-N-Out. It's just everything like the fries are soggy. Checkers had great fries.
Didn't it
You know,
have spicy fries?
Mhm.
Yeah, they were coated and a little
Yeah.
bit spicy and a little bit. Yeah, that's not what In-N-Out just has slop and I'm just not. I don't get it.
Got standing room only at an In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah,
People
I don't get
just
it.
die to go in that place.
And they die once they do too. I'm sure, but
my whole thing is like, hey, can you make up your mind? In or out, dude? Seriously. I mean, are you a restaurant or are you a drive-through?
It could be a walkthrough. It could be a takeout. I don't know.
At least Checkers is honest.
Hey, all right. I want to get into another quick little segment here, guys. Let's keep this thing moving. I want to get to another segment. It's egg on your face.
Move it. I like to move it. Sorry.
All right, it's the return of egg on your face, and the best way to do this is for me to ask you guys this, because one of these people has a lot of egg on their face, and I don't know which one it is. Is it GM from the Packers? Brian I'm going to try and say its name, Guttenkunst?
Sounds close.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's right.
or is it Aaron Rodgers? Which one has egg on their face? Because one of them does.
Aaron Rodgers.
I think you might be right.
No.
Aaron
I
Rodgers.
think Aaron Rodgers played this to the media. It goes back to what you were saying earlier, Rick, about how we give the media little nuggets to just keep them busy on their little sport column. And he knew what he was going to be doing the whole time.
But he did nothing. He got nothing. He lost a year.
He got 1 year
right.
for them, and then he's free to do whatever the hell he wants.
Right, so he lost a year of a guaranteed contract.
He didn't want that.
Okay, so that's what he got.
The answer, right? He didn't.
Okay.
He must not have wanted
That's
it because
the thing.
he was
He's
offered
not
2 years, and he said no. And less than a week later, he shows up.
Rodgers isn't valuing the money of the contract. He's valuing the option ability that he wants to be able to go.
But
what
hold
he's trying
on.
to say is, I don't want to play in Green Bay anymore, and I know you're not going to get rid of me this year because Jordan Love is not ready.
But hold on. This is where that doesn't work, okay? Do the math. He could have just said, next year, I'm going to retire. He could have done the exact same thing and just done it next year instead. No, you're correct. He's not, but they would have done something, obviously, at that point.
Well, he's been asking for input on the team. I think he wants like the Brady influence where he has a say.
He's not getting it, but he didn't get anything. They literally said, here, come back to the exact same team. Now we're not going to pay you next year unless we renegotiate and you want to come back. Okay, that's fine. Come on back. And they got nothing.
He's not that dumb, though. Aaron
I
Rodgers
think
knows what he's doing. He's got a plan. And
I think there's enough eggs. I think there's enough eggs in a dozen put egg on both of these people's faces because from a fan perspective, I do not give a flying you-know-what about your contract negotiation and tactics and crybaby stuff and stuff like that. You guys should handle your business and keep it in-house. You're there to play the game and to provide a team for us to watch. I know that sounds weird, but think about it this way. Do you guys really care about rock singers and entertainers' personal lives or their struggles that are perceived? No. So why would you care about this guy?
Only the Kardashians.
I don't care about
There's a sentence I never thought I would hear from Matt, of all people.
Matt's going to start playing basketball.
Yeah, that's what I got to do. I got to get about another 11 inches long on both ends, and we'll be good to go.
Man, I think Brian Gutenkunst or whatever is the Gutenkunst. I think the Packers are the winners here. I really do, because they literally get the quarterback, no concessions, and now they're not guaranteed to have to pay him next year. And if he wants to come back next year, okay, now we can redo the contract. Fine, that's fine.
He doesn't want to come back to Green Bay.
I understand that, Matt. I get it, okay? But the thing is, if he doesn't want to come back, why did he come back now? He could have just said, I'm not coming back, and forced their hand, okay? He could have done that. He literally got nothing. As a matter of fact, they took a year off of his contract. Now, what happens if he gets hurt this year? He lost. Okay, so the thing is, it did him no good. He literally got nothing out of this.
He should have just said he lost his wristband.
Yep, that's it.
That would have solved it. That would have, holy cow, man. it just, to me, what a mess. What a mess. It's everybody posturing and everybody coming out at the end, like that's, I don't know.
He should have came out and said, I've got Corona, the Delta variant, the JetBlue variant, the American Airlines variant. And then he could set out the whole season.
Johnny Dean says no concessions. Rodgers broke open a door with those shareholders that has never been opened.
That is true.
I agree with him.
That's true.
What door? What door? I'm willing to listen, Johnny. I'm willing to listen, but I want to understand what door, because they literally just said, "Okay, I'll tell you what. Here's a deal. We're going to take away your contract for next year. So if you get hurt, you don't get anything."
But that's what he was asking for, Rick. See, you're not looking at it from Aaron Rodgers' point of view. He wanted out of Green Bay. They're not going to let him out this year. So he's playing this year with the agreement that they let him out next year.
And it's on paper.
If
it's on paper, they have to do it now.
And he doesn't have to do any kind of trade.
And all he had to do next year,
manipulate anything. He can just walk out and go to the.
Dude, he's going to go. He's going to go sign a huge deal. It's going to be probably nowhere near as long as Mahomes, nowhere as value as Mahomes, but he's still going to go make $18 to $20 million a year.
Right.
Easy.
And Johnny, I know you're saying you put that in a contact farther above, but I can't scroll through all those and find it while I'm hosting the show. Come on the show, dude.
Come on the show. Gosh.
What's the matter?
Gosh. But yeah, I don't know. It to me, it just seems like, hey, okay, we're going to give in and not guarantee you anything, instead of saying to the team something along the lines of, guys, here's the deal. You have a choice. I am retiring. I'm announcing it now. At the end of this year, I will retire. If you don't
here's
trade
Johnny
me.
Dean's comment that you want to look up. You want me to read it real quick?
Yeah.
It says, all involved got what they wanted. Short-term deal gives the Packers enough time to develop what's his name, Love, the quarterback. And Rodgers gets his money for this year. He can still go where he wants to in free agency at the end of the year, which is what we've all been saying. But I think that's correct. I think that he reached a point where he wasn't going to argue with him anymore, and he wants to play. So
now the other side of all that is Aaron Rodgers. Hey, what happened to you is no different than what happened to Brett Favre at that same organization before you.
Exactly.
They saw your skills diminishing. They're like, we got to get a quarterback. It's the smart move. Now, was that the right one to pick? I don't know. I'm not Nostradamus here. But
they saw his skills diminishing?
Yeah. Well, they knew he's getting older. He's not a long-term solution. They knew, if you watch the Packers a little bit, they kind of stripped down the team a couple years ago and are doing a weird sort of rebuild of offensive talent. I think they wanted to get that young, hot quarterback and get up there with the Lamar Jacksons, the Baker Mayfields, and the Kyler Murrays of the world in the discussion, because that's what everybody's paying attention to now. And the Packers organization, it's weird in itself, because it's not like the other teams as far as the ownership and the way the organization's run.
Yeah,
exactly.
Maybe they're thinking a dollars to donuts thing, like, hey, it's cool having Aaron Rodgers, but let's be honest, he hasn't been to the Super Bowl in 10 years. If you go back, that's pretty close to the number too. So we're paying him how much? And we're here to make a profit. So let's go ahead and go with the young quarterback on the rookie contract,
right?
Get rid of Rodgers and build.
Right.
They might be doing that. That might be the whole thing. But the other side of that is Green Bay too. You need to keep all this stuff on lockdown.
Yeah.
We don't need to hear about it.
And that's where, to me, everybody has egg on their face. Look, Aaron Rodgers did not come out of this looking like a great guy. I mean, everybody who keeps talking about he's going to come to Tampa after Brady, I don't really want this guy, okay? I don't. I mean, this is some malcontent.
You didn't want Brady either.
No, I can't. No, that's not true, Matt.
Nobody liked Brady until he put on
Matt, don't even begin to say I didn't want Brady. That's BS.
Well, the one thing he
wanted
did do,
Brady.
He put his name in the Green Bay records for the longest term quarterback that they've ever had. If he plays one snap this year, that's going into his 18th season. They don't do that. Brett Favre got 17, Bart Starr got 17, and they were trying to dump Aaron Rodgers at 17. So maybe that was something. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know how a guy's mind works. But
Yeah.
He got that one extra year, puts him in an uncharted territory.
Exactly, Matt. Matt nailed it. And to piggyback off of the statement about Rodgers looking bad with egg on his face, Rick, you saw how many memes I sent you today with Aaron Rodgers involved in it.
They're coming. They're coming. You don't have to tell everybody about it in advance. Come on.
Well, no, I mean, dude, tell everybody. Dude, all you got to do is log on to any social media outlet. It's Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Let's play ball.
Yeah, well,
We're getting there.
Unfortunately, we don't have ball for a little more than a week. So right now, everybody's showing up at camp or not showing up at camp. And the big story has been, will Aaron Rodgers show up or not? I'm sorry, when he showed up today, the first thing I thought was, whatever. I mean,
dude, they had the camera angle on him like when they followed the LA police chases on the freeway. Did you see that?
Yes.
They had like a drone or something hovering above him at like 50,000 feet. There he is. Zoom in. It's like,
they
dude,
did that when Brady showed up in Tampa.
Holy crap. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, they did the same thing when Brady showed up in Tampa, I remember. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Look, he did. It's decent from a marketing standpoint for him, I guess. Although I'm not sure how this helps him, because I really don't think this made him more. I don't think any of this gave Aaron Rodgers commercial appeal, and that's the thing. He lost when it comes to his commercial appeal. It's not like now you're like, oh yeah, when you see him on a commercial, there's a good guy like it used to be. There's a guy I can relate to. No, you can't. No, you really can't. And you can't. And with the Packers, they come off looking bad. So you're probably right. They both have egg on their face because of the way it was handled. And I think it was unnecessary. I think, look, if your quarterback wants out that bad, this one more year, big freaking deal. Now, then you're going to get nothing for him. So the team looks bad because after this year, instead of trading him now and getting something for him, now you're going to get nothing.
I was going to say, does anybody know if there's a trade clause in this new agreement?
No, he's done. At the end, he's done.
But, I mean, can they trade him right now?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I'll tell you right now, come on down, Deshaun Watson. You're the next contestant on Green Bay Packer football.
Oh, Lord. He's got
Think about it.
too.
Yeah, Johnny says, Rick, you're not looking at it from a player's perspective. He is now a hero to any who have to deal with that organization. Okay, good for him. There's 12 people that are going to benefit, and in the meantime, he looks worse, and so does the organization. And now you got a cancer in a room. It's a very bad look. You've got a team that it's not like now they're playing for a quarterback who y'all know doesn't want to be there.
You heard what that one offensive lineman Bakhtari said, right?
What was that?
It was something that wasn't good. I can't remember it now, but trust me, if someone wants to go look it up, it was either earlier today before he showed up or last night. And that's one of the starting offensive linemen. And he wasn't really saying nice things about Aaron Rodgers. Like
what was he saying?
I am doing my best internet skill set right now.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. But it makes you wonder if he's sitting there saying, if he's saying, great, now we have a quarterback that we know doesn't want to be here. Johnny, from a player's perspective, for the guys that are on the team now, I don't know that they all feel like, boy, Aaron sure did me a favor. I think they're all feeling like, great, now I'm going to team.
I'll be right back with that information.
Okay. I think the players on the team now are probably feeling like, oh, great, here we are in limbo for a year with a guy who doesn't really care what happens. And we'll see, I guess. I don't know. There are a lot of ways to look at it, Johnny. I don't think you're wrong, but I don't think you're right either. I'm not really sure where to go with that. It gets a little messy, guys. Let me do this. I want to play a commercial here real quick before we come back. I want to talk about, first of all, if you guys like to play cornhole, if you like to play games like that, like tailgate kind of games, but what if it was a football-related game? This is a cool kind of game for backyard barbecues, all that sort of thing. It's now you can go to playqb54.com, and right now you will get a 25% discount. You can get an additional $15 off if you put in the code BUCS, BUCS. And let me show you what the game's all about.
Mike from QB54. We're at Santa Monica, California on the beach, just letting you know you can play this game anywhere. So here's an idea. We're going to show you what a completion is. You hit the chair on the fly, it's 3 points. Check it out. So when you're throwing the ball and you get it into the basket, you get 6 points for a touchdown. After you get the 6 points, you get to kick the extra point through the uprights for 1 point. There's also an interception rule where if you're playing defense, if any part of the chair goes up in the air and you catch it before it hits the ground, that's an interception. Defending team gets 3. Scoring goes like this. First to 54 wins. You switch every 12. So the leading team that hits 12, 24, 36, and 48, you switch at those intervals. Team has to win by 2, and the losing team gets last licks. And the last rule is the fits. It's very hard to film, so I'm just going to explain it to you. It's only happened twice. First by a guy by the last name of Fitzgerald, and that's why we're calling it the fits. If you kick the extra point, goes short, and it goes in the basket, you win regardless of score. Done. Game over, sudden death win.
Okay, so we got the quote from Bakhtari. He said, in talking about Rodgers' plans to come back, when someone said, hey, Aaron's going to come back this season, he said, wow, that he had not heard that from Aaron. And he says, wow, guess we aren't close people.
Yeah. The report came out. I don't know if it was like Diane Rossini or one of the big hitters like Schefter or Rappaport. Not that Diana Rossini's not a big hitter, but anyway, it was that per close people close to Aaron Rodgers, he will come back. That was like yesterday sometime. And this is Bakhtari responding with, well, I guess we're not close, meaning his lineman. So that seems not good.
No, there's a bad vibe all about it. And Aaron Rodgers' likability is way down. The team's likability is way down. No one wins. I mean, it really is. It's a messed up situation. But
Rick,
in the meantime, and this is what's fun about all of it, guys, is in the meantime, what are we hearing about from Tampa camp? What are we hearing about from the Buccaneers?
They're not wearing their wristbands. Their wristbands are wrong.
Right. And that but we're also hearing the running backs are doing a great job catching the ball out of the backfield this year, that there's a lot of improvement there, that some of the young wide receivers and tight ends are really showing out, and that this team is actually looking really, really sharp in practice.
What do you think is going to be the lead on the NFL Network breakfast show tomorrow? It's not going to be about our running backs and stuff. It's going to be about Bruce Arians stomping off the stage with a bunch of
the lead's going to be Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that we're not going to be the lead tomorrow. I mean,
that would be good.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers will be the lead tomorrow. That's going to happen. So
yeah, him and his man bun.
Yeah. I can't say anything because Brady at one point kind of had that whole Cro-Magnon and I don't even know what like the Geico caveman look. So I don't know. I mean, it's funny to me.
Yeah, he had long hair, but he didn't have a man bun. So,
I'll bet we can find a picture of Brady with a man bun.
I hope not.
He's too old to be playing that game.
Well, no, it's not recent, but yeah,
it doesn't work. I mean, wow.
Well, I'm sorry. I was listening, guys, but I was off camera because I'm home now. I wasn't
very good.
I was in the car driving. So.
Of course you were, because that's what you're always in the car. But then
what I do, man.
Works. But
I'd like to be your guy at the dealership. So I can count on you every 2.5 years. Coming in on a Saturday afternoon, we're gonna hook you up, man. We got
good. The dude is back. All right, the dude is back. I wish Johnny was here, but Johnny's too good for us now.
I'm
So-
sorry. I touched
Information on the
something on my
trade
phone and
implications?
weird things happen. I'm sorry, Teresa. Go ahead. My bad.
There is a picture of Tom Brady out here with a little man bun and a little ponytail.
Yeah,
No.
that's kind of what I thought I remembered. So
No.
he went through a time. Yeah.
You know what? That settles it. He's not the GOAT.
No.
I would have cut it out
And I
too.
bet if you look deeper, he's got some cornrow shot going on from being in Jamaica. Thought it'd be a good idea.
Okay, I would be shocked if we found any pictures of Brady with cornrows. There's that one meme going around about him being from Pasco. But
Yeah, he's got cornrows.
Pinellas guy, whatever it is.
He's got cornrows, gold grills, and he can do the crip walk and everything, bro.
Yep.
Right.
Everything.
His age
right.
stopped him from putting 69 all over his body. But
Hey,
other than
That's
he had
the
enough
meme. I think the cornrow meme is the one where it's underneath it says AFC, NFC, KFC. It don't matter. I'll win it all of them. That's a good one.
All right, let's do this. Let's get into the meme grinder. All right, lots of memes. For those of you who don't know, the meme grinder is this. The meme grinder is memes that have been from this week that are kind of interesting, maybe poignant, could be serious, could be funny, they could be whatever. But that's what the meme grinder is all about. We share them with you every week. All right, first one, live look at Aaron Rodgers arriving at Packers camp. Can't disagree with that. I cannot
man.
disagree with
You
that.
know what? I think that one might actually be the winner, and this is the only one we've seen.
Yeah. Oh no. Wait. Okay. Karen Rodgers.
Oh no.
Straight up, man.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I need to
Breaking
speak to the
news:
manager.
the Chiefs to change team nickname to the KFC Karens. Or KC Karen. Sorry. KFC. See, I've got that on my brain now. Now that we start talking about popcorn chicken.
Chicken.
Popcorn chicken.
It's almost football season. You know what that means?
I'm gonna lose every game.
All right. When you throw 30 picks in a season and people are surprised a tight end is starting over you.
Yeah.
Or Jameis waiting for Taysom to say he's anti-vax. I like that one. Here we go. NFL players showing their vaccination card. I love that one. For
Shout
anybody
out
who
to
doesn't
McLovin.
get that, shout out to
McLovin.
McLovin. That's right.
Lovin was the man.
That's right.
Lovin was the man.
All right, here we go. Yeah, you're not ugly. You're just poor. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had
So
some
true.
work done.
So
There's
true.
no way your chin gets that skinny.
Oh, his whole face is
That's the
skinny. His whole body is ripped. Do you remember that dude? Remember that picture when he was in camp back then? So yeah, he's
Dude.
just fit and healthy, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's such a contrast. It's like, okay, one looks like he's your waiter at the Cracker Barrel restaurant.
Right?
The other one looks like he's a GQ model, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
well,
David-
I mean, he's
David
married to a
Beckham's twin.
supermodel. You know, they have all the nutritionists and all of the all the beauty experts making sure everything about them, their skin and everything else is
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
okay. Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers.
That's about right. That's about right.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Another Cleveland Browns fan being born. Plop. Some of y'all are not going to get that. Okay, Mahomes after seeing Brady's new ring.
That last one, he is literally taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. Okay,
Yep.
go ahead.
Mahomes after seeing Brady's new ring. All right.
Wow.
Here we go. Oh, hold on.
Kermit.
Did you know Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota both won Heisman's and both started their NFL careers by throwing a touchdown to the Titans?
How about that?
I was at that game. I was right there on that end. It happened right in front of me.
That's my quarterback.
Oh, man. I thought a lot about I thought a lot
That was
about
so
it in the shower.
creepy. That was so creepy when he said that. I
Wow.
went, oh man.
Wow. Now,
So creepy.
guys, I love this one, and this is a food show. So.
Hey, yeah, okay.
Nice. Pierogies, baby. Pierogies.
Yeah.
When you get done, you just eat it.
I would completely wear that face mask. You have no idea.
Like you could wear it for more than a minute without eating it.
Remember Ralphie from the Christmas Story? This is him now. Feel old yet?
Crap.
That's awesome. You got that striking resemblance.
Where's all the good music? In the 80s, my little friend. In the 80s.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. Now,
Wow.
I thought this next one was going to be my favorite one. I thought it was going to be my favorite one from the week. Billionaires realizing there's no gravity in space, so nothing can trickle down.
Oh.
I thought that was going to be my favorite one until this. Why do so many murderers bury victims in their own backyards? Look at this reply. Not everyone has the trunk space or gas money to drive way out in the middle of nowhere to dump their bodies. Check your privilege. We're all doing the best we can out here. That is my favorite one. When that came out, I was like, all right, that's the winner for me for this week's meme grinder. I just absolutely love that one. Love that one. Love that one. And I want to do one more thing, guys. And y'all will remember this from days gone by. And it's something that I've let slide. And it's making a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
The recipe of the week.
Ah.
No.
Simmer down, Sparky chicken. Do a screen cap if you want it. Simmer down, Sparky chicken. This is some good stuff. I freaking love this chicken. So if I just want to very, very strongly suggest do a
Pork
screen
rinds?
capture, try it, and try this. What'd you say?
Pork rinds?
Yeah,
They're not an ingredient.
to coat the chicken. Yeah, that's what you make the breading out of.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal. This is the guy. Wait a minute.
I mean, it's not peanut butter on
Hold
toast.
on, Matt. Hold on, Matt. You're saying pork rinds is a weird ingredient when you brought frickin' grouper covered with mayonnaise, peanut butter, and I forgot what the heck it was. Like
mayonnaise, Jif, crunchy peanut butter. Not any kind of peanut butter.
Bro, it doesn't make it. Hey, Matt, that doesn't make it any better. That's
and to make a jerk
worse.
seasoning. To make a jerk seasoning, it makes it great.
And you're making fun of pork rinds as breading.
So what you want me to do?
Don't even come up in my world. I can't eat.
You want me to eat?
Well, you can't eat them. That's your problem, Matt. Not for the rest of us.
I said it was an odd ingredient. That's me. The other four of y'all can do whatever you want.
I mean, you
I'm
want me to eat fish that has jerk sauce and mayonnaise on
not
it?
Sauce. Seasoning. Wow. I'm not going to win this argument, so I quit.
I mean, the
right
crunchy
now.
peanut butter.
Mayonnaise,
man.
crunchy peanut butter, and jerk seasoning. Not sauce, because that makes it much better. So much more
They're
normal.
two different things.
Matt.
Jerk seasoning is a dry powder kind of thing.
It's weird
Matt,
either
Matt.
way, Matt. It's
It
weird
is.
either way.
Matt.
You found it on your gourmet
Matt.
chef's recipe, though.
Matt,
Yes.
come here real quick. Come here.
I'm looking.
Get close.
I'm
Real
looking.
quick.
Yeah.
You're nasty, bro. You're nasty, bro. You're nasty as hell. I mean, for real.
Okay.
Great nasty.
No, we're going to find out if he's nasty because I promise you someday, very, very soon, I'm going to make that recipe. And I'm going to do it.
Find pork rinds.
What, the jerk sauce and mayo?
No,
You're gonna make that jerk?
I'm going. I found the recipe online.
It's homemade.
It's actually a real recipe. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna make that. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
I'm not eating it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot. Before I do the leftovers and close this thing out.
It might
Listen,
have been wine.
Does anybody else have
It might have
anything
been
you
the
want to
wine. I
add
don't know what
before
the
I get on to the leftovers?
I do want to say a great job today by Rick and Evan Winter covering the training camp, dude. That was amazing. If you haven't checked it out,
that podcast was great.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes, dude. You can
Oh,
watch
no,
it.
he's talking podcast. You're talking the update.
Yeah, the update today, live on Bucs Report, every day of training camp. When training camp is over, when the press conferences are over, Rick has been going live with a video of our own Evan Winter live or from Bucs training camp, and you guys have been crushing it, man. I just want to say that we all appreciate it. And
the podcast today, guys.
The podcast is where I'm going to hand it to you. Yeah.
Okay, go to the podcast, guys. On you can get it on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can pretty much get podcasts.
It's also on the Bucs Report page right below this live show. But go ahead.
Yeah, you might want to go there because, guys, it is a freaking awesome podcast. We had Bryant McFadden. He's a former Arizona Cardinals and Pittsburgh Steeler. We're all talking about rings. This guy's got 2 of them. Okay, this guy, he's amazing. He comes in. He doesn't bring, kind of talk a little info. He brought info, and he brought it strong. Great info about teams, all our competition, about Jameis and Taysom, about all kinds of things. He was bringing info, and it's something that you guys really want to check out. It is freaking an awesome podcast. It was followed up with Evan Winter giving us a lot more detail about Bucs camp. So I'm serious. Go to bucsreport.com. Go to pretty much anywhere you can get podcasts. It's there. Listen to it. It's worth it. Matt, you said you heard it. It was a good one, wasn't it?
Fantastic. I think I know that guy from when I lived in Phoenix. We used to have a former Pittsburgh Steeler that came into our store all the time and bought the new stuff. And I think that's who that was. I don't remember.
Rick, you conveniently left one team off of his resume.
Okay.
Which was?
Where do you play college at, Rick?
FSU.
Oh, FSU.
Thank you.
I was talking real football, like pro, not the kids. I was only talking about once they grow up. I didn't mention his little league team either.
Did you ask Brian?
He also played for Commercial Iron and Metals, the Cadets,
wait a minute.
in Pine Castle Little League.
Wait a minute. Did you also ask Brian McFadden what his record against your Gators was? Because there's a goose egg on one end of it.
Oh, I'm sure. Back in the day, if you go back far enough, that would be the case. You want to talk FSU football now?
Well, no, I'm on record on the show several times. So you're saying that they suck now. So you're not throwing any shade.
Oh,
I'm just saying
okay. So you're saying that they used to be good? I agree with you. They used to be good.
Yeah, they used to be good.
Yes, used to be good. Yeah.
Hey, when was the last time you guys won a championship?
The Gators?
Wait, do you mean SEC championship?
Wait, whoa.
Or national championship?
It goes both ways, son. Okay.
Wait, I just asked you a question. Simmer down, Sparky. I asked you a question.
Sure.
Okay. Conference championship?
No, I'm talking national championship.
No, not that. We don't want to talk about that.
We don't want to talk about the fact that Florida State has more total conference championships than the Gators. We don't want to talk about that.
Of course they do. They also were a girls' school for a long time. I get it.
Right.
Right. You know what? I'm doing all this. I'm laughing about all this because I kind of like FSU, and I'm not an FSU hater. He's a Gator hater, so he's bringing up.
I answered your question. Why don't you answer mine?
I don't remember the year because, like I said, I don't watch minor league sports.
Okay, so if you're talking about when the last time you were good would be when you won a ring, and that was the 90s?
I don't think that. I think it was in the 2000s, but yeah, that's okay.
Really?
Hey, you guys want to know?
I don't remember. The thing is this, I don't remember because, again, you're spending how much time on the show right now talking about when they were kids. We're talking big boy football here now. You want to go to the FSU report, dude. Go to the FSU report.
Hey, whoa! But the guy we're promoting was part of the team that I'm talking about.
Yes, go to the FSU report.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
Guys, I just want you and Dude to know that you said F you, I'm out. But that's what Dude just left. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
But I just want you to know, Rick, that what Matt, Teresa, and I heard the whole time you and Dude were arguing about Florida football is you ever see that movie Mars Attacks? All we heard
That's literally all I was hearing the entire argument myself. Yes, I was hearing the same thing because it's like, why are we sitting here talking about this? I don't care. This is the Bucs report. So, yeah. Anyway, All right, guys. You guys anybody have anything you want to add before I get to the leftovers?
No.
Not yet.
No?
We're getting there, though.
Okay, guys. There may be some news with the miscreants coming up, but I'm not saying anything. You guys all have a good night.
Hey, I got one thing for you, Rick.
Yeah.
Let's see. SEC championship game.
Oh, Lord.
Nah, I'm not going to put this on you.
All right, goodbye. See y'all later. Okay, guys. It's time for us to get to the leftovers. All right, let's get to the leftovers. One more thing to cover before we're done. I'm waiting for O.J. Howard sightings. I know he gets out there before practice and throws to Brady. I'm waiting for O.J. to hit the field. I want O.J. Howard on the field. I'm ready for O.J. Howard to make a difference. I get it. He's making slow progress. I get it. These things take time. I get it. Don't rush it. We got to keep him healthy. But if he's out there running around throwing with Brady before practice, he's got to be close. And I just wanted to say, I can't wait to see O.J. Howard get in the mix. And this team's getting better. They're getting better. They were that good last year. They won their last 8 games, and they're better now than they were then. Say it again. That team that destroyed, embarrassed the Kansas City Chiefs. This team is better. That's awesome.